All right, Shalom. Like start the same call. Halayim La Yahweh. Bashem Yahweh Shai. Bashem Harakak Radash, my month. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone of my elder Herod as well. Salutations to the Akim that pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessings to the men and women and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kalak to Amba Yashar all from the Lions of the Yashar camp. And this is another Lions Den news and prophecy. And I want to start out with this. The second Ezra, like I said before, is how we're going to start out each one of them. The second Ezra 15 to 1 it says, Behold, speak down in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All right? And so that's what we're here to do. All right? And I want to start out by saying, America getting jumped. Now, I just did, like, literally, America's getting jumped by China, and right now by China and Canada. What I mean by that, I just did a lesson yesterday talking about how, you know, the tariffs that Trump is pulling could cause a recession because China said that, not China, because Canada said that they're going to put 25% tariffs on electricity. That's for m- uh Michigan, New York, and Wisconsin, some other place up in the northeast, north eastern region, right? And now China says China strikes back at Trump's tariffs with 15% levies targeting U.S. farmers. All right, it says China retaliated against President Donald Trump's tariffs with an additional 15% tax on key American farm products, including chicken, pork, soybean, and beef. This the escalating trade tensions punished U.S. markets Monday as investors fearful of the damage from Trump's what he got from Trump's but from Trump's trade wars put their money elsewhere. The Chinese tariffs announced last week were a response to Trump's decision to double the levy on Chinese imports to 20% on March 4th. China's Commerce Ministry had earlier said that goods already in transit would be exempt from the retaliatory tariffs until April 12th, right? It says imposing tariffs on imports is a key part of Trump's agenda. He believes that import taxes can raise money for the Treasury, protect American industries, and pressure foreign countries to do what he wants in a range of issues, right? It says including immigration and drug trafficking. It says on Wednesday, Trump is set to remove ex- exceptions on 25% steel tariffs he imposed in 2018, effectively raising the taxes and raising his levy on aluminum from 10% to 25%. In a bewildering series of announcements last week, Trump slapped tariffs on Canada and Mexican imports, then delayed many of them for 30 days. Next month, he could plaster uh, reciprocal tariffs meant to raise U.S. tariffs to match higher tariffs imposed by foreign countries on a wide range of imports from around the world. The economists warned that tariffs raise prices for consumers and make the U.S. economy less efficient, as protected as projected. No, protected American companies have less incentive to innovate. It says there's also the threat of retaliation, and farmers who are among Trump's most loyal supporters and also have vigilant defenders in Congress make a tempting target. China also hit American farm products during the president's term first term trade wars. Farm sales to China plummeted then recovered after the two countries reached a truce in 2020, and Beijing promised to buy more from U.S. farmers. American farm exports to China peaked at 38 billion in 2022, then fell to 29 billion in 2023 and 25 billion last year. In January, they were down 56% from a year earlier. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, it says, according to the United States Department of Agriculture, during his first term, Trump spent tens of billions of dollars in taxpayers' money to compensate farmers for lost exports. All right. So now, yeah, I read a whole bunch of stuff that probably didn't really need to be read, but the fact of the matter is, we are witnessing like these. This is a war right here. This is a world war, but it's done economically. And you got other countries that said they're going to put tariffs on the United States, man. This is something that we never seen before. We're seeing things that we never thought that people never thought they would see happening to America, man. But it says that's why it says, um, 2 Corinthians 15:2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, man. All these prophecies are going to come to pass that the Lord Yahweh Shai said, because his word shall not return unto him void, man. All right, get another scripture to back that up. This is Habakkuk 2, 2:1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord said unto me, the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. See that? All right, so we're giving people warning from Yahweh by Shem Shai. All right, verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right. So so we're speaking these prophecies and they're going to unfold. They're going to happen at a certain point in time, but they're going to happen. They're going to speak and not lie. So things that we're saying in the name of Yahweh by Shem Shai and prophecy and spirit of prophecy are going to come to pass. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. It ain't going to tarry. All right, this is Ezekiel 12:28. It says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the words which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now what is that one? What is one of those words? And let's get it. We're gonna sound like a broken record. It's Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Right. Take millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers, man. See that? So America's being brought down into a state of confusion. America's gonna be torn down so bad it's gonna be representative of a third world country, man. You know? So Lord has a judgment against Babylon the Great, which is America. It's Amos 9:8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Right. So there's deliverance, even though we're in a place of judgment and destruction, the Lord's going to deliver his elect. That's the whole point of him having us here, to live out our punishment and show forth his power by giving us deliverance. And so you're witnessing, the destruction of this place, America, man. Done by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. It's a beautiful thing because why? This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for the Lord to start picking this place apart and destroying this place. And we've been seeing it all this time, but now it's being clear to everybody. No matter how much they want to try to deny it, you can see the Lord destroying this place, man. And he's going to continue to destroy it till it be totally consumed. Babylon will not ever be inhabited again, man. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man. It wasn't too much of a long lesson, but just based upon the lesson that I did yesterday with uh uh Canada putting tariffs on you know putting tariffs on the United States. Now China is doing the same thing in retaliation for the tariffs that Trump's been placing on these other countries. And I got another one that I got to do that talks about China, Russia, and Iran doing joint military drills, man. That'll probably be the next one I do left. The next lesson that I do, talking about that. It's another article I read about that. So Lord willing, this lesson to edify and serve his purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. With that, like I said, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Harakak Wadash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder Hairline as well. Salutation to the argument that are pushing the truth, the sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.